Hi everyone. In this session, we are gonna see about the list, tables, and columns. The example we're gonna see. As in the last session, we have seen about the basics text, and we have just added a few styles to that. And we first saw two different methods. One is with the help of direct properties. Another one we have used the style property. Then as a second example that we have saw about or the sample PDF that we have taken from the internet. So and try to create multiple pages with the help of page break. We can just break it either before or after, and after that we also explored page sizes, followed by we have come up with the visiting card of the front page, so by using images. Okay. So in this session we are gonna see the list and then columns and tables. Okay, we'll just start with the list. So as you see here, so the server is started, the playground is running. Okay, oh, everything's good to go. So we'll just revert back to the simple basics. Then again we'll go to the official documentations and then we'll just start exploring. So as we seen here, this we have familiar with direct text. Similar to the text, so instead of text we are gonna place UL as a property. UL can have again array of items. Again, each array can have a simple text or it can be a complex text. When we say complex, it can be a, we can add some more styling to that text. So it's straightforward. We'll just copy this part. Okay, first we'll clean up this part. So we'll just keep it as unordered list. Then we'll place it this one. We'll just do the indentations correctly. We can remove the comments. Okay, so perfect. So now we got an item. 1 second. Okay, perfect. Now indentation is correct. If you minimize here, wherever the open bracket is open, so it closes the line. The same thing opening here, it's closing here. It's a normal text. Again, this can be changed. Let's say if you want to apply, if you have multiple items that you wanted to highlight, okay, kind of subsections or subtitles. Let's say this is subtitle 1. Then there are 2 items, again subtitle 2. Just change it to 1, 2, 1, 3. Item 3. Now we'll change it to item 4. Okay, so we'll just copy the same thing and then we can just adjust it here. Yeah, so as you can see here, there are 2 subtitles. Now let's say if you wanted to add a few more tiles, so what we can do, we'll just recall our styles property. So styles as an object. Then we can pass the style name in this case subtitle. Then we are expecting bold. Let's say bold true. Let's say color blue, something like that. Okay, so now we'll add this subtitle here. Okay, applied, style, apply, done. So as simple as that. Let's say if you want to add new lines, either we can add /n. Okay, /n is not working. Okay, perfect. So /n first /n, to break the convert inline to block. Second line will be actual visible line. Okay, so now we'll just go ahead with, let's say, but if you notice here, subtitle, if you do not want it to keep it in this way, or again we might want it to keep it as a nested item, so how we can do, instead of I think we can just go and see an example. So order list and order list, there is no difference, so we can just take it up OL and then just adjust that value as here. You notice that if we pass OL, then that is order list. If we pass UL, then that is an order list. What if we need nested UL and LI? So in our case, so this will be the sub list if we are assuming that. Again, we'll try here. UL Again, it's an array of object. Okay, yeah, so now we got an idea. So each item can we can expand it like anything. Oh, this will be, let's say, 3 and this will be 4. So I hope you got an idea. So let's say this can be OL, but there is some issue here. If you notice here, because this is a subtitle, so it's considered as second item or third item, because this is the first item, this is the second item, this is the third item. That is why it's coming as 3. Okay, so in that case we might have to adjust the text itself here, but for now we are not go depth in this part. So let's revert back to UL. Yeah, good to go. So you got an idea. So now we'll just take some samples. So this is a sample that we have seen yesterday. So we have created a title, and then we have kept some paragraphs. Then each paragraph we have adjusted the margin bottom. Okay, so as we know that this will be margin start with left, then top, then right, and then bottom. So bottom we have adjusted yesterday. Then after that we have given a page break before this title. Then there is another page. So we'll go for a second example of try to mimic this part. Okay, let's copy these and then we'll just keep it for a second. Now we'll go back and then revert it back to normal. Now we'll straightforward, we'll just start doing it. So there is another file, so we just, it's a title. So but anyway, if you want to customize it, I preferably go with style. Title, so the font size could be somewhere 21, let's say 21 or 25. Sorry for the background noise. So color, okay, for now good to go. So they have something like, okay, so it's normal, so size we can keep it somewhere around 18. Then this can be a bold, oops, bold true, good to go, but we need alignment to be center. Alignment. Okay, something wrong wrong with the spelling, I guess. Okay, that I have to pass it as a string. Okay, I forgot. Copy pasting it. Then we can add margin bottom. I hope you can remember now. So just remember yourself. Okay, so first one will be left, we don't need any changes. Top, no changes. Then right, no changes. Bottom, 10 pixel. Good to go. Now after that we have some couple of paragraphs. Paragraph 1. Whenever we are copy pasting from PDF directly, so you always have to ensure that there is converted into one paragraph. So this paragraph we are not gonna do any changes right now. We'll keep it as such. Good to go. And then there is another paragraph. We'll copy and then paste it. Adjust the lines. Copy. Go back and then paste. Okay, something is not correct. Maybe comma. Okay, but if you notice here, it's very closer. So now again there is no choices. Again you have to convert this into style. Let's say para. So here we can add it's really fun to do this. Okay, good to go, done. Now it's straightforward. There are some pull points that we can just convert. Oops. First thing, I have to convert into multi-line into single line, and these are the bullet points and these are the single bullet points. I'm just arranging by the row number. Okay, if you notice here, there is only 4 bullet points in our case. Okay, so we'll just copy to the first paragraph again. These are the 4 bullet points, right? So we'll just four or 5 bullet points. 1, 2, 3, and 5 bullet points. So we'll convert this into this array of strings. Now we have 4th item as a unordered list. What is unordered list? URL. Again, that list is array. We can just do the indentations. Okay, we got it. Now again, if you want, we can add the line heights or we can do some styling. That is easier. Okay, and that's it. The only thing, maybe if you want how we can do this anyone, anywhere, and there is a subsequent text, but this will be bold. Okay, this is something interesting part. So what we'll do, we'll convert this into as a text which contains an array. Okay. There is an alternative method that we can do. In that part, first these 2 character alone, it's a bold. So again, we can just pass text and bold true and comma. Okay, you got an idea. So this can be easily converted and we can adjust. So it is not a big deal. So if in this case, now just think for a minute how we can do this. Let's say this is complete one text. So initially we have kept it as a plain text. In this scenario, so there is a first text which is a plain text, then followed by there is a text which contains some style, followed by again plain text. Okay, you got an idea. So now we'll first, if you want to place the text, so first we need to convert this into dynamic object. Okay, converted. Point number 1. Again, it has a set of value, so set of related values. So what we can do, we'll just first is plain text, right? Plain text is something PDF files. PDF file is the plain text. Then after that there is a bold. So if whenever we want to apply a bold, then what we have to do, we have to segregate it by, we can use the object part. So then again there is a plain text. So always print correctly on the printing device. Always printing on the correct device. There is a space we need. After that, what we can do here, we have on any printing device. On any printing device, we can do that. Okay. Now we have the challenges where, let's say here, how we can adjust the margin for each of those items. Let's see how we can do the styling for list. Is there any other property that they have provided? Okay, no properties are given. What should we do now? Okay, maybe because each item is a text only, so either we could have added some more style, like overall style for each item, but giving each item property will not be a good idea. Let's give a try. ul li pdfmake, then let's say what is coming. Margin, we are not looking for margin. What we are looking for is list item. unordered list item. Okay. Problem with the blah blah blah. Okay, HTML to PDF make, but we are not interested. We are interested in. Okay, so we'll see. There is a spawn, there is a space, list, content, style. Okay, seems like very limited options, but this we can achieve with the help of text, but we'll see what can be done. Line height. Okay, maybe we'll try for a line height. So for the entire URL we can attach style. Let's say list. Okay, so what is happening here? For now I'll just keep it as 1 or 2. Okay, so for each line we do not need, for each item we need. We are looking for each unordered list item, there is a space. Column gap will not work, decorations will not work. The easiest way that we can do without even doing this thing, but that will be a tedious process. Let's say for at the end of the line, then we'll just keep it 2/n, that will help, but that is not the ideal way to do it. It will work, but scalability will not be there, and it's very hard to maintain, because if let's say if you want to reduce the size, then we cannot reduce, and let's say here I have placed only 1/n, so then there will be an issue. Okay, let's come back. After that after some time we'll come back and check what can be done. Then we'll move on to the columns or tables, or I think the column is the better one. Maybe move on. Table will be similar to that. Let's say where we will use columns. So this one is good to go now. Let's again back, keep it as simple, then come back to these columns. Again, instead of text we will have a columns, so which is similar to order list, but again each column have the width property. Width can be an auto, width can be a star, width can be 100 fixed, or width can be a the shared width. So when we say shared width, let's say out of 100%, it shares 20%. This one is fixed width. This can be, if there are any column and it's specified, it will fill the remaining space. Auto sized with based on the content. So let's say it will adjust based on the content width. For now, let's remove these two things, change it to columns. Okay, now we need for now I'll keep auto to check it how that works. Again, let's keep the text column 1. We notice here, based on the width of the column, based on the content, let's say if I increase the content, the columns are increased, values are increased, if you notice here. Okay, but whereas let's say when we space star, I'm just placing inside the middle of the star, so this will adjust the first part, this will adjust in the last part, so in between it adjusts. So let's say if I put a star at the end, the last column it fills the whole space, but technically it fills, but it's not visible here. Okay, how do we know that? So let's apply background. Let's say red, maybe comma missed. Okay, it is not filling. So what we will do, let's try it for star here, and then we'll just put it here as a. Okay, so now you can able to see the. Let's play this one, then we'll try this to yellow. Okay, so you can able to see how these things are aligned. Okay. What if I put the specified with, let's say 200 number, or just a number? When we say 200, then the width, the column width will be specified. Oh, sorry. Okay. So let's say the other column, let's say after fixed width. Okay, so it exactly keep the space which is given to this part. Okay, how this one differs from the tables? Again, so here you will have the flexibility. Let's say here we have one more flexibility. Each column, how much space it can have. Let's say if I give 10, then each column. If I come on this part, you can easily see the difference. Okay, I'll just put 20 for now so that you will have some idea. Yeah, 20. If you put 10, it adjusts. Okay, or if you put 15, then we'll see. Yeah, I hope you can see the difference. Okay, just revert back to 10. I hope you got an idea. So where this can be used, let's say you are creating a certificate, and there are two different parts. Let's say here there might be a date time, and this here there might be a signature. Okay, so now what will we do? Because now what most of the time we'll start doing is like giving space, something like that. We'll just keep it only 2 items right now. Okay, so let's say now when we say auto, then this will be star. So what I'm gonna do, we need 2 columns, and intermediate I do not care. So one is for here, another one is for the end. Okay, and this will be fixed with for me 200, so I'll just keep it 200, and here also fixed with, let's say 300. Okay, so last 300, first 300 will be for me, and in between it can be anything. Okay, I'll just place it here. Let's say I'll just change this into array of object. Let's say I have a date. Sorry. Let's say this will be a date, again some date, 01.01.1990. Okay, then another one will be, let's say, place. So when we say place, then this will be India. Let's say I need this one by one. Okay, so I'll just place it one by one. For now, good to go. So another thing that we are interested in, the last column, that is signature. Okay, and I'll just put this one as a array of object so that we can do the customization. Again, text, signature. But in this signature, what we are interested in, it has to come in the middle. Okay, so I'll just use the alignment, then I'll just use the center. Come on. Okay, there is something wrong with that. Let's apply the color. Background, we'll see. Background red. Okay, it is not taking occupies the whole column. Maybe because we have given a star here. Let's put auto here. We'll see what is going on. Okay. 500. Okay, it goes outside the page, so I'll just bring it back to 200. Yeah, now you got an idea. Okay, this one I'll just bring it to 200. Okay, so now the overall width for A4 will be somewhere 800 or something like that, or 600. In that case, the first 200 will be taken by the first column, second 200 will be taken by the second column. So this can be, we can easily adjustable with the left or right. Okay, so you got an idea. So we can easily align where it is required. Okay, so this is the left, and if you place right, and if it is center, so now it is easier. And this one we can just keep it as empty, and we need not pass anything. So you in the user part, it will not visible. Okay, I think we have to pass text but with empty. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you got an idea how we wanted to add. Either it is a center, and then if we change it to 100. Okay, so here there is a problem, so maybe we can just add star. So now this will be better. Yeah, you can play with it as required for your scenario, but you got an idea how to use and where to use. So in this scenario, most of the time, the signature will has to come a little bit down. So we'll just add either /n, or what we can do, we have another property, margin. Now if you recall, so it will start with the left, 0, top we need some, let's say 10, 0, then 0. Okay, you got an idea. As simple as that. Okay, how this one will differ from table. Table has some additional things. Let's say we have a headers, we have table, and then I can have a lines or required or not. So I'll just take it up and then place. Okay, first we'll copy this part, and then I'll keep it here for the next time reference. We'll go back. As you seen here, most of the time we are just playing with the examples. We are not doing it our own. We are just taking an example and then you just start playing it out, so that it will be easier. Through recall, whenever you have a similar requirement, you will come here and grab the patterns or the latest syntax, and then you can just adjust it as your need. Good to go. Now you got a point. So now we have a border. Let's say here we can adjust this, something like no borders or something like that. We have no borders. Okay, so we have some other property that helps. So no borders, header line only. We can just adjust. Again, it's a simple key value pair. And if you're not passing anything, then all the borders will come. And if you wanted to specify the header rows, we can specify it here. As you can see here, star is for what? I mean, the same thing we have seen in the columns. So it will occupies, it will just segregate it, it expands as it needed. This auto, adjust according to the content. So 100 and then star. That's it. So again, each value can have a text, bold, or value, and again each value also have the other styles that you have seen so far. In the upcoming sessions, we are gonna see the images, links, QR code, and all we'll gonna see. Okay, thank you.